Welcome to our trainer tip. What I'm looking at here is having a bank of modifiers that will allow us, as the intensity starts to creep up as the workout progresses, to get to the finish line without needing to necessarily stop, pause and rest outside of our programmed rest periods. So we've got Cassie here once again, welcome. Let's take both cables into the arm closest to us. Okay. So that'll be your right arm, perfect. Now, we're going to demonstrate in a unilateral row, okay? So we've got a narrow grip pull down from the top there. Nice. Okay, so you can see good extension. Let's say over time, Cassie's experiencing a little bit of fatigue. The easiest way without her stopping would be to go to a unilateral movement from a bilateral movement. So from here, if we separate the cables, rather than having two in one, we can go to bilateral movements, or as Cassie's demonstrating there, into our unilateral movement. Okay, this is slightly different because the glide board only moves half the distance to when we use both arms, so that's going to make it a little bit easier. Now, all that allows her to do is get through to the point where the buzzer goes and we get our 10-second break, and then maybe she wants to go back to the original exercise. The second one is going to be decreasing the range of motion, all right? So if I can get you to put both cables back in the one hand again and just go for the full range of motion, so come all the way down and extend right to the top. Okay, so again, we're assuming that fatigue sets in. Rather than going all the way, Cassie can just go to the halfway mark and extend to the halfway mark, all right, working the top half, or she could go to the bottom half. So if you go all the way down and just halfway up, perfect. And that might allow her to get through to the end without necessarily stopping outside of our given rest periods. The final modifier that I have is to actually slow the tempo down. So if you can go at a normal tempo for me, remembering that in Gravity HIIT, we're encouraging maximum repetitions. So we want to get a lot of repetitions in. The tempo needs to be quite fast. As fatigue sets in, what can Cassie do? She can actually slow the tempo down to a half time. It allows her to keep moving, to get through to the finish line, but we've got less repetitions, we bring the intensity down. So our three modifiers, going from bilateral to unilateral, changing the range of motion or slowing the tempo right down.